In a bit, we'll be having a rich conversation on the theme of this year's International Day of Education. But right now, let's talk about, the theme has to do with young people co-creating with the older ones when it comes to education. Fine. But sometimes it's just the lack of understanding of what the subjects we do in school, how relevant they are in our daily lives. And that's why today on Cameroon Feeling, in an era where innovation meets sustainability, we're going to look at the use beyond the classroom of the subject, chemistry. If I were to ask you what's the importance of chemistry beyond the classroom, would you have something clear to say in case you're not practicing it? So this is grounds to learn. Now, chemistry helps to harness the power to impact in environmental protection and even public health. Now, the teachers and students of Nina Angels Academy concur. And someone else is going to tell us all about that. That's Valencia Guifuni.
Only from the name qualitative, what does that mean? In the salt or in the substance. I'm Agua NS, a seasoned chemistry teacher for the past 16 years. A teacher is a called profession. Some youths or some young teachers will prefer to work for the first 3 months or 4 months or 1 year or 2 years and grab some money and they move out of the country. I have passion for the subject.
Chemistry, which deals with the composition, structure, and properties of matter, occupies a central place in the study and practice of science and technology.
From my class 1 in the primary, I've always known I would choose science because looking at the world around me, I always saw that science was carrying the world and making the world better. So I've always desired to be part of those people who are making the world to advance.
Chemistry is a very important science subject. It is central science subject because all other subjects took their knowledge from chemistry. A student studying chemistry can produce so many things because chemistry mostly deals with transformation of matter.
To enable the development of medications like antibiotics, painkillers for treatments, science has become crucial for youth to develop and solve illicit health conditions of people. As a form of agriculture, chemistry is essential for understanding nutrition, food processing, cooking and preservation, and creating fertilizers for food security as a means to prepare young people for a better future.
Before they go for their practicals, to write their GC practicals, we will carry out some school-based assessment. I'll teach them how to produce liquid soap. I'll teach them how to produce hand sanitizers. As a young student who is ambitious in life, if you can produce good quality liquid soap, you can market them. You can produce and market them to generate income. Not only depending on the government that I want to work with the government, I want to work with the government.
My project first will go to the medicine world because that is one thing that will always make life better for everybody. And to find a project, I've looked at the situations that are old, that go bad, or that are not as good as they can be in the medicine place. Like I've seen the provision of oxygen in medical centers is getting so rare today. So my projects, my long-time projects, I'm thinking of a way to make oxygen really available for all the people in the world so that all of them can have their lives saved.
Science to youth goes beyond just being a branch of academic studies.
Is there any color change? Yes.
Wow, if you have reports like that, you're so engaged, you don't even want it to end because it simplifies some things that possibly when we're in school looked so complicated. You felt so far away from, say, a mathematics if you're into arts or a chemistry or physics. It sounded so absurd to you. But when it's simplified, so you know that it's daily life. It's not just something you study, pass exams, and that's where it's left. but it's part of life. Then you get more engaged. I hope that happens in the co-creation of education process, which involves young people and how they would love to learn. See, that's our focus as we get set to mark the International Day of Education. The whole meaning behind this theme is the role of young people as active partners and innovators in shaping education systems that are relevant and responsive to the needs and aspirations. And not just what you think they should know, but something they understand why they should know. And here to have this conversation on what is really happening here in Cameroon when it comes to co-creating education, especially representing the Ministry of Secondary Education, we have the Sub-Director in charge of school assistance here with us. Good morning, Mr. Are Matthias Bate.
Good morning, madam.
How are you doing?
I'm fine.
Glad to have you here.
Thank you.
Okay, we are eager to know if the co-creation of education is a reality when it comes to secondary education in Cameroon.
Thank you for the question. I would like to start from the fact that you know the whole process of education, teaching and learning process, the traditional method of teaching being teacher-centeredness has moved from teachers-centeredness to the learners-centeredness. It means that we have discovered that the learners have some talents, some skills that we need to exploit. Moving towards or putting the learner at the center of the teaching learning process, it gives the opportunity for us to exploit their talents, their capabilities, their abilities, and then we now channel them to profitable, marketable professions and vocations in the society. Therefore, every learner is given an opportunity for that purpose. Now, if we take the philosophy behind, I want to go a bit behind the competence-based approach, it is simply because we discover that each learner has something to offer for him or herself and the society at large. Therefore, given this chance for the learners to exploit or for us to exploit their abilities, they create opportunities for themselves, the community, and the society at large.
So how is that done effectively?
It is a process. It is done in such a way that during classes or lessons, first of all, the curricula is designed in such a way that it gives latitude for the teacher to be so flexible, involving the slow learners, the fast learners, people with difficulties in studying, so that each person at each level is having an opportunity to offer something for himself, herself, that can be exploited and marketed for the society at large.
Okay, so Mr. Are, for maybe the parent at home who is watching and wants to find out how exactly that happens, can you give us an example of that co-creation process within a classroom, maybe using a subject so we can have a visual?
Okay, for example, let me take geography.
Yeah.
For example, we want to study the various types of climate. Now, the teacher will probably start by exposing what are the different types of climate that you know. I give the opportunity for the entire class, for everybody to give an answer. The teacher will now assess the level of each learner and then assess the ability of each learner at all the levels. It gives also the teacher to assess them what they know about types of climates and what or how he or she can guide the children so that they can have a comprehensive knowledge about nature and type of climates around the globe.
Mr. Ari, how feasible is this in a classroom of, say, 150 or 200 students to identify each of their abilities and focus on co-creating together with them?
It might be difficult, but it's possible because we have what we call group studying, and sometimes the teacher can go by giving some assignments. From group assignment, he or she can identify the level and the learning difficulties of each student or groups. And from the difficulties, he can now devise means, techniques, or approaches so that they can have a comprehensive knowledge about the subject matter.
So what are some of the challenges? Because there should be some challenges that exist in this process of co-creating that maybe you being part of the ministry, I'm sure a lot of work can be done in the future to address this. What are some of these challenges?
You've just mentioned one.
Yes.
The numbers in the classroom. The ministry is by directives from the Minister of Secondary Education, Professor Nalova Longa, or a normal classroom should be 60.
Maximum.
Maximum, not above. But of course, sometimes it can go above because of our realities. So our teachers are, first of all, they are prone to that experience that 60 is maximum. And then they can work within that 60 maximum and share the classes or the children in terms of their ability, their competencies, and the skills that they have, and then help to channel and help so that they can have maximum knowledge about the subject matter. He does that. Probably sometimes he gives what we call group learning, assignments, and from there he has the feedback, he or she has the feedback that will enable him to help the children.
Mm-hmm. And when we talk about co-creation, does it only have to do with traditional subjects or beyond that?
It is beyond that because the school environment is made up, the school environment is made up of many disciplines that help the child. Mm-hmm. We have what we call co-curricular activities.
Okay. Yes. What are those?
You have things like clubs. Mm-hmm. You have clubs. Children are encouraged to create clubs of a variety of things in the society. You mm-hmm. have moral, educational club, health club, environmental club. All those things, the teachers only help to guide the children. The children themselves organize themselves in these clubs, present papers, present short papers that are corrected by the teacher. That ends up enriching what we give them in the normal classroom.
Absolutely.
Situation.
Okay, if you're just joining us in conversation with Mr. Ari Matthias, he's a sub-director in charge of school assistance at the Ministry of Secondary Education. We are highlighting the theme of this year's International Day of Education, the power of youth in co-creating education. Now, also part of this theme, one of our reporters felt like focusing on something that I'm sure would interest you. This theme positions young learners as vital partners in decision-making processes, from curriculum design to policy setting and even professionalism. And it's that last one that Clarice Fonsewang felt like she should focus on at the Anglo-Saxon International Nursery and Primary School, Yaoundé, where she was a witness to the innovation from classical to entrepreneurial values in practice. Take a look.
Yes, Patience, good morning, and good morning to our viewers of Cameroon Feeling. And just to let you know that I'm so excited this morning because I'm in a special environment. You know, I love children, I love kids, especially intelligent ones for that matter. Patience, this morning we are live from the Creative Passion Anglo-Saxon International Nursery and Primary School that is specialized in innovation, creativity, and entrepreneurship. We are in the hall for engineers. Beside me are two young engineers. I will get to know them. Good morning, engineer.
Good morning, madam.
What's your name?
My name is James Evuna.
This an engineer in the making. Engineer James in the making. And this other way, good morning.
Good morning, madam.
What's your name?
My name is Ange Emmanuel.
Engineer Emmanuel. So I have my two engineers coming up and they're going to tell me why they are interested in engineering. Good morning, as I earlier said to you, my boy. Why are you interested in engineering?
I'm interested in engineering because we are learning many things with electricity and we learn how to build some drones and electric cars.
Yes, you can show me.
This is a drone and his remote, but we have a problem with it. One of the part of it is destroyed, so we need to arrange it with the remote also.
Perfect. Peshi, you got how the boy is explaining. I'm bluffé, as a Frenchman would say. And Engineer James, what do you have to tell me? Why are you interested in engineering?
I'm interested in engineering because I would like to construct new drones, cars with electricity, they're having motors.
He loves to reconstruct the black drone. Peshi, I am sure that you are also blushing in the studios because seeing young babies like these ones interested in artificial intelligence at this age, I imagine by 18 there will be full-grown engineers that would develop and make Cameroon become the dream country of ITC. From engineering, I'm going to see those who are interested in ITC. And we see them here with their teacher. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, madam.
Which course are you people taking this morning?
So we are doing artificial intelligence and ICT.
Little girl, come closer to me. Don't be shy. Good morning. What's your name?
Michelle.
Michelle. Michelle, why are you interested in artificial intelligence, baby girl?
Because in artificial intelligence, we can create our own games. Let me show you how we can create.
Oh, Peshi, she wants to show us how she created her own game. Go ahead, baby girl.
Now we will go to Scratch and we will choose one of the things that I've done. Like this, you can do him. This is not program. Let me show you one thing. You can do this car to move. And you can stop here.
Perfect. She created her game. Interesting. Henceforth, mommy and daddy will not go to market to buy you games for Christmas, right?
Yes, madam.
From now, we'll go to the kitchen to see how they manage their food and nutrition. And we are in the kitchen. You can see me holding a frying pan. This morning with these children, we are going to make some pancakes, but visual pancakes, because you are not going to be seeing it. We'll just pick and talk the pancake. I'm in the kitchen with my two chefs. Oh, three chefs. Good morning. Chef what? What's your name?
My name is Ronald Junior Dakazi.
Junior?
My name is Bamita Christian
Crystal?
Fabrizia.
And you, my girl?
My name is Amalia Kelsey Ijang.
What are the ingredients we use for pancake?
We need milk, we need sugar, we need nut milk, we need eggs, we need some water to put inside.
Then when we have all these ingredients, we now do a mixture. Eh? And after the mixture, what's next?
We put some oil on the frying pan, then now we fry.
Oh, we put put some oil in the frying pan and then we fry. We are the fashion and design department, and you saw how their teacher was trying to give them some little courses on how to use the little machine. But there is one boy who is going to baffle you. The machine he's using is bigger than his size, but he's able to sew it. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Little boy, demonstrate how you sew. Go ahead, boy. Yes. Turn it like this. Take it up. Peshi, you see, I'm trying to sew like the children. I think I'm going to leave journalism to go to fashion and design after my séjour in this school. We are in the farm, the agricultural part of the Creative and Passion International Anglo-Saxon Nursery School, and I'm here with my two agric engineers. You saw us, we just finished watering our onions, and we also have some harvesters who harvested the onions. Apart from this agric sector, they also have the fishery, where we can have some little fishes. We'll just move right away there. Oh, whoosh! Peshi, are you seeing? This one just jumped out of the fishing point. Can you hold it? Yes. Oh my God! Take it. It does not bite? I hope they say it does not bite. Oh, it's sleepy. Oh, Peshi, I got it. A fresh fish from the water. Yes, patients and viewers of Cameroon Feeling and those of the CRTV, I can say we've come to the end of our journey in this school, a school of international standards, a school that drill Cameroonians to be leaders of tomorrow, entrepreneurs, engineers, high-tech, you name it. A school that uses artificial intelligence in every basic day life activity. And before I leave and part way of you, patients and viewers of Cameroon Feeling, I leave you in the company of this young Cameroonian who can express himself in English, French, and Chinese. Let's listen to him.
I want to introduce myself in Chinese and I will explain it in English and French. 大家好，我叫 Ange， 今年10岁了，我家有3个人，我是伽马龙人，我爱我的我叫，谢谢。
My little one. That's so cute. I was smiling the whole time, just looking at children expressing themselves so freely. And that's why we're talking about co-creation when it comes to education, where you're not just telling them what you want them to know, but letting them express themselves. I really want to find out from you, Mr. Ray, your thoughts on what you just saw in this report by Clarice.
Okay, thank you, Madam. I want to say from what we saw, these children are not only drilled on manipulating ICT gadgets, but they use them as a learning tool. As a learning tool because knowledge is being acquired above or beyond the immediate environment. Secondly, we saw what is happening is that the skills, we've moved from that age or that period when notions, concepts in classrooms stay only in classroom, but now it is transformed into reality, into real life, and in our local environment.
Yes.
The children, the skills and talents acquired in the classroom are being exercised in the school. So in that effort, you see that they are creating knowledge, they are creating skills, they are creating, in fact, a marketable environment for learning, and that will help the learners themselves, the immediate environment, and the Cameroonian society at large.
Absolutely. When you see practice, you see retention, and then you also see the future being guided by this practice. So congratulations to schools already implementing this. Now, to wrap up this conversation, thank you so much for making time to talk with us. But what else can we do when it comes to co-creating education that maybe you can advise the ministry or schools? What are your thoughts?
Now, I can say that we are already on a good footing.
Yeah.
What we supposed to do is to encourage first children who are not going to school, they should go to school.
Yeah.
Because school is available for all Cameroonians at all ages, at all time. In the four corners of this nation, children should go to school. That's the first thing. Parents. Then secondly, the school administrators, especially with the advent of ICT in each the localities of this country, to try to encourage the implantation of ICT gadgets around the places, because it is a combination of the ministry, in fact, all the stakeholders that are involved in the provision of education in this country. So no part of the country should be left behind, saying that the state or the ministry should provide. It starts from the individual, the family,
yes,
the community, and the society at large. Mm-hmm. We should make an effort to provide a convenient and a favorable learning environment for our young learners.
Wonderfully, sir. Thank you again, Mr. Array. But I will not let you go only in this serious footing. Maybe just smile a little bit with our question of the day, which is rather random, but could be interesting for people to try new things. So our question of the day is, what is the most unusual food combination you secretly enjoy?
It's very, very interesting. I don't know whether you know about fufu and eru.
Yeah, of course. Okay. We like it. That's a usual food combination.
Yes.
Which one is unusual?
I started from the usual first.
Yes.
The unusual is sometimes for me, it might be unusual, but for some people, it's usual.
Okay.
You have what they call, PEM.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. It might be unusual for me, but very, very usual for some people.
Oh,
but
so
but I try to make it usual for myself.
Oh, so you eat PEM with fufu and eru?
Yes.
You mix the three?
I do a bit, not much.
Okay.
Yes.
Interesting. Maybe someone out there will try it out as their meal of the day.
Yes.
But thank you again, Mr. Ray, for passing by. But right now it's time for the news in the English language. Immediately after, Cameroon Feeling continues. Stay with us.